You're watching SKST Radio.
Well, welcome to an episode of SKST Radio, and you are tuned in to the Kami Grayson Show, and today we have Small Business Network, and I have a good friend who I've been knowing for a couple of months just by trying to catch up with her to get her on the show. So I have Kathy McKnight on the show. Thank you, Kathy!
Thank you!
How are you doing today?
I am just awesome. How are you?
I'm good. Like I said, nothing can hold me down today. We're going to keep on going.
Amen.
So, Kathy, tell people who you are and what you do.
Okay, so who I am, I'm just Kathy McKnight, life coach, performance strategist. I love helping people smash limited beliefs, overcome obstacles, and live their best life, like happy, healthy.
I love it. Absolutely love it. So, I mean, you're a life coach. So, how does one know that they need a life coach?
Well, that's a great question. They have to want personal development and growth. You know, they have to want more for themselves. So I have 3 books, self-help books with courses. It's all about action and self-awareness and realizing, you know, I deserve better. I want more. So having a coach helps you see the blind spots, overcome adversity, get you there quicker, second set of eyes, as opposed to just winging it.
Okay. So how did you become a life coach? How did you get into this field?
Well, I decided like 7 years ago to become certified in coaching because I feel like as a coach, we move people. Like I've always loved coaching. I coached athletics from cheerleading to softball. And personally, I grow better with a coach. So it's like a passion of mine to move people, motivate people, hold them accountable, show them the way. But, you know, obviously they have to want it. They have to want that push, that accountability to grow. Yeah.
Nice. So, I mean, at the end of the day, Kathy, someone like you do wonders for people. And I think it's just amazing with the work that you do. It's like you give yourself. I mean, you have to learn each individual and what their needs are. And then you have to mold everything to fit their needs. And so, how does that impact you as a person? Does some of the cases drain you? Or do they uplift you, or is it both?
Well, I find it uplifting and challenging, and I love it because I'm able to see the piece that they need. But I like people who are on board, ready for it, not somebody who's, you know, I'm dragging along. It's people who are proactive, ready to move, ready to grow. But I totally love it. It's fulfilling to see somebody like have aha moments, adhere to a plan, see the results, see the change, and it's just amazing.
Well, tell us about your book.
Well, okay. Stop Holding On to Your Shift is all about working the 9 steps, which it's piggybacking off the 12 steps. Mm-hmm. People think, okay, I'm going to do the 12 steps because I'm an alcoholic or an addict or codependent. Everybody in this world needs to do the 12-step program. And so I condensed it to 9 for people who just want the benefits, and you have to do the work to get the results. But every human being on this planet should reward themselves with the gifts of doing this work.
Let me take you back a little bit though. So for the people who don't know what the 12 steps are, can you kind of elaborate on that just a little bit?
Sure. So the 12 steps came from AA or NA. It was invented years ago. 12 steps of how it's like a way of living, but it's a process of how to work through difficulties, overcome adversity, become very connected with God, and live a life of freedom. But people think you have to be like down and out, like alcoholic or drug addict to even bother, which really, truly, it's for everybody. It's amazing. So the 12 steps, they're out there. They're on Google, and they show people a way of living. It's like the 10 Commandments. It's like living by morals and principles and confession, but it really allows you to let go of anything blocking you from being your best version of who you are. And people live so stuck in resentment or the past. And I don't know, this is a blueprint to freedom.
Nice. Yeah. Well, and the thing, it's worked all these years, right? And so many people do those 12 steps and they make it and they stay sober, the sobriety awards at the end. I mean, so it actually is a formula that works, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. And it's not a one and done, it's ongoing, but every person needs to do this. Every person.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, and you said you took 12? I mean, you
Yeah.
took like 7, or how many steps did
I
you take?
took 12 and condensed it to 9.
Okay.
Stop holding on to your shift. I'm pardon my voice. I'm overcoming surgery. I sound groggy.
Oh, that's fine.
But it's really about just totally doing the work to break through like limited beliefs, insecurities, resentments, past hurt, anger. It teaches you how to live in the now and be free, and people shortchange themselves. So it's so important.
Well, I like the fact that you make it a point to let people know that they have to be accountable. And so how did you figure out that a lot of people just wasn't accountable? They rather put their actions on other people instead of saying, these are my actions, I'm accountable for my actions. So is that a lot of your customers need to know that, or how does that work?
Definitely, because we're a victim. We're blaming. We're like, oh, it's this fault or that fault. Becoming accountable for all the choices and decisions does not mean that you're accepting of other people's stuff, but you're realizing your part. And by becoming accountable for your part, it's total freedom. You take your power back. Yeah. But as long as you're stuck in blame or a self-pity party and not able to see like where you play a role, you're stuck with that victim mindset, which is so self-defeating. By becoming accountable, you're totally in charge. Take your power back and have full reins to control your life. It's very powerful, and yeah.
So how do you make people aware that they are putting themselves in that position of being the victim? How do you make them aware that they have to be accountable for their actions?
By questions, like asking them questions is key, because if they're like, oh, this happened and that happened, but you have to turn it into, well, okay, what's your part?
Mm-hmm.
And you're not guilty for somebody who did you wrong, but where did you take responsibility in that? Did you choose to get involved with an unhealthy relationship, therefore it's all them? No, you made the choice.
Exactly.
You chose to date them. Accountability is so freeing.
Mm-hmm.
We have to look at our part.
Yeah. Yeah. So who is your ideal customer right now?
Good question. Anybody who wants to grow, have better relationships, better health, better work, stamina, anybody, honestly, I hate to say it's so anybody and everybody, but anybody who has had a pattern of bad relationships, or they are people pleasing, or they don't have boundaries, somebody who needs to smash a pattern of unhealthy choices.
Mm-hmm. And that could be any of us. I mean, some of those things you just named, I kind of feel like I might have been that person at one time, and had
Mhm.
to acknowledge and take notability that, if I do this good deed, do people think I'm doing that to be a people pleaser? Or, you know what I mean? And so a lot of times with me, myself, I can only speak for myself. I know I'm that person that wants to do the extra. I wants to go the extra mile for a person, because I feel like in my heart that if I do for others, it'll come back to me around the way. God will fix it. And if I extend a hand of kindness, I'll get it back. And a lot of people take advantage of that. They think that, that's a weakness, when I'm really trying to stay in my realm of belief. And so, do you have people like that, or is that not normal for people, or it's just me? I'm just a crazy one out there.
No, Kami, I mean, you're ahead of the game with that. Service work is fulfilling, rewarding. It's good karma, and it's all about living. So, giving is living. So when we want to step up and give and be better, it's because it's fulfilling. It feels good. But we have to feel good about ourselves to have that ability. So
Mhm.
it's a process to get there. So no, I mean, don't mistake kindness for weakness. When you're giving and serving, it's so rewarding, and it does come back tenfold,
Yes. Yeah.
in all areas.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer of that. I really am. So,
Absolutely.
so Kathy, tell people about your books. How can they get your books? That's where I want to steer them, because you have information, a wealth of information and knowledge that you've written that will help us all.
Yeah, so they're on Amazon. I'm going to promote the author page, but they're on Amazon, and I'm hoping people read them and do the self work with the course, or group courses. They're on Amazon, Barnes and Noble. It's on self help to grow, to uncover like the insecurities, smash limited beliefs, be our best version of ourselves. And it's always about growing and learning and overcoming obstacles. People have like a vision of what they want in life, and no one should settle. So these books give you the blueprint on how to totally take charge of your life, overcome obstacles, and let go of the past.
I love it. Absolutely love it. So, Kathy, tell people how they can call you if they need to talk to you for your business. How can if they need a coach such as yourself, how do they get in touch with you?
Sure. So my website, Kathy McKnight 𝐼𝐴𝐂.com, or they can email ck.actions@gmail.com. And even my phone number, 813-690-5105. I'm very available, and I would love to help anybody. That I've done one-on-one coaching, couples coaching. Some people just do the book one-on-one, but for me, it's like my personal story took me to a place of, oh my God, there's so much magic involved in just taking action, doing this work, taking the steps, and boom. And I want everybody to have that. I want everybody to feel the miracle of letting go of yesterday, past mistakes, not getting your identity off any of that, and being free, whole, happy. So
absolutely love it. And so, words of wisdom. So, if you could give someone some words of wisdom, what would you say? What would you say to them right now?
Well, words of wisdom would be to actually develop a relationship with God. That's everything. And, really trust the power of your one-on-one relationship with God, but have a vision of who you want to be, what it looks like, and believe in yourself and take baby steps to make that happen. And also to just like let go, forgive.
Yeah, don't hold on to it. I get it big time. Well, Kathy, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. I want to invite you to come back again because we always need someone like you to kind of get us off those ledges, making us accountable for our actions, make us accountable for our decisions. I mean, I absolutely love what you're doing and keep up the good work, girl.
Thank you, Kami. I'm sorry I'm not in the best shape after surgery. I so appreciate you having me.
No, you're good. You're good. Actually, this was great. This was great.
You're awesome.
So yeah, and also I want people to know that they can reach you at 813-690-5105. It's Kathy McKnight 𝐼𝐴𝐂.com. And you need to grab her book. Grab her book. Her book is like the best. If you need help, you need words of wisdom. She does one-on-one coaching. She does couple coaching. I mean, she's just the one-stop shop that you would need. So thank you so much, Kathy, for being on the show.
Thank you, Kami.
And guys, we will see you guys next week right here at SKST Radio. Bye for now. Tell them bye, Kat.
Bye.